going to hold you to a high level of integrity. Keep your bag shut for the moment.
And she'll maintain that.
Okay, keep it closed. Don't open it just yet, because we don't want anybody to have a head start.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
Okay? And then here's the bag for this group, so keep it closed. Okay, so in our world, efficiency wins, right? We've got to be highly efficient every day. So the team that finishes first wins bragging rights, and maybe a little surprise later. Okay? So, go.
Read the instructions. Read the instructions.
Okay. Our objective: show all the different beans available by layering them in the cup. Use all the tools you have available in your bag. Place all the beans in the cup, layering each type one by one until the cup is full. Use only 5 teaspoons of green beans. Once the cup is full, decorate the blue lid. Okay. So follow these. It doesn't say any number of
Is anything going on in the top?
Only 5 teaspoons of the green beans. Only 5 teaspoons. Look, but there's more instructions. Only 5 teaspoons of the green beans. Once the cup is full,
Team complete wins.
the lid decorates. Someone decorates.
We've got to be efficient. It's all about efficiency.
Whoa. Shouldn't we do these? These have more.
Sure. It just says it's 5 of the
We
green.
don't have a lot of payroll. We've got to make sure we keep our payroll efficient. We only have like 5 project hours to get this done.
How many teaspoons?
That's 2 tablespoons.
So then half?
So it would be half, right? 2 teaspoons
Yeah.
make a tablespoon?
Yeah.
So I need a half of one.
A half of one.
It's only on the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
Everything else
on
is
the
good.
And then this is it, right?
Yep.
Okay, now decorate the tin.
Does anybody have any thoughts on it? I'm just trying to
Tick tock, tick
It's
tock.
all in video. It's all in storage for.
Please don't go up. Our customers are waiting.
Leave them off and put them on storage diet.
Or off of the promo set.
Storage done. All right, should we down? Use my phone?
Yeah, this is the second one. 5. Let's do 5. Let's do red. Let's do red. Yeah.
red.
Let's do red.
Tick tock, tick tock. Customers are lining up at the front door.
Maybe.
No.
They've got returns.
5 teaspoons.
They're not really good.
We're done. Okay. All right, Keith, you gotta finish though. So team, first team, second team.
I can't get the line.
Okay.
Is it a screw?
2 of 3 teams complete.
Give me a green. Give me a green. I don't want to do it. How's that look? I got all the stars on the side. Okay, on the side. Put the lid on, right? Put the lid on. Done. Put everything in there. Put everything in there.
Stay on.
Put it in.
Oh, it's a little lid. It's
You
okay.
can't go back and
It's a little long one.
Done.
Done.
Done. You're done? Okay. So, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What was some of the dialogue going on in your group? Tell me.
First instructions.
So you read the instructions.
Then we were worried about should we take the beans out of the bags or just put them in the bags?
A lot of
Okay.
ideas.
Okay, so a lot of ideas. A lot of ideas.
You said we had to use everything, so that's what we put the papers.
Did I say you had to use all of everything?
It says all of the tools.
All of the tools, but did it say you had to use the totality of all of the tools?
Well,
No.
we took all of it.
It was unclear direction.
Okay, unclear direction. Did you ask me for any feedback?
No.
Or-
No.
Did you ask me any questions
No.
about the direction? No. Did you leverage your resource?
Yeah, our instruction.
What about the teacher? Did you leverage the teacher?
I thought we were closed off. We weren't allowed to ask.
Did I say that?
No, it was a misunderstanding.
It was an assumption. It was an assumption. Was it a good one?
No.
Yeah.
You think so still? Okay, let's find out.
Maybe not.
So somebody read the instructions to me.
Do we all have the same?
You all have the same instructions. Somebody, Cheryl, read the first line.
Use all of the tools you have available in your bag.
Okay, next one.
Place all of the beans in your cup, layering each type, one by one, until the cup is full. Use only 5 teaspoons
Wait.
of the green beans.
Okay, that's all the same one, that's right. Okay.
Yep.
So did anybody, so what did it say? 5 what?
Only 5 teaspoons of the green beans.
What is in your bag? A tablespoon.
Yeah, we had to convert.
If you had asked me,
Oh.
I have your teaspoon.
They're all here.
Did anybody ask? Did you know that was a trick? That was a trick.
How do you catch that too?
So he adapted
Okay, so I can appreciate that you adapted and overcame, but
We used the tools
here's,
available.
okay, hold on. But here's the thing. We have a lot of tools available in our stores, right? All things are not created equal, and how many times do we really stop to make sure we have the right tool?
But
Yeah.
number 1 says use the tools available in your bag.
Yeah, in your bag.
Yeah, but it didn't say that was all of the tools.
Okay? No, it doesn't.
You could have asked, right? You could have said, well, hey, this is wrong, right? But we didn't. And why? Because as operators, you wanted to finish first, and I kind of fueled that, right? But in our world, finishing first is not always best. We've got to do it first, but right, right? Because how many of us have payroll to go back and do it again? No, we don't have time for that, right? Okay, so that's number 1. The other thing is it said until your cup is full.
Right.
Is your cup full? Let me see your cup.
No, it's not enough bean.
Doesn't have enough beans.
So what might that tell you?
So we stuck our bags.
Our,
We needed more beans.
So you adapted instead of asking.
we weren't allocated the right resource.
Did you ask for the right resource?
No.
Or survey, like make a partner?
Marketing team.
You had more beans. This is really the cup that you needed.
I told him the lid didn't fit.
You didn't know that size. No, you guys have the same exact stuff in your bag. So, how many times does that happen? We don't use the right product. We don't use the right color. We don't use the right size. We don't use the right side holder, the right fixture, right? So all you would have needed is this cup, and the lid fits this cup too, and you would have had it full. Okay, so then what are some of the other resources we have in our store? What kind of resources do you use on a daily basis?
The iPad.
The hub. What part of the iPad?
Email.
Email. What else? The
Digital.
brand guide.
We gotta sing it first.
Blue Day. You gotta sing it. Okay, so brand guide. Did anybody think maybe I had a picture?
You know how to do it?
I do. Because you know what? I wanted them layered in a very specific way. And
We just had to put
you
it-
didn't know that. You guys could have just come and said, hey, do you have a picture? Because I want to make sure I do it right. How many of your merch managers just dive in? You guys can't tell me they don't. We dive, I do it. We go straight to the result. We don't plan it out. We don't think about the details, and we don't make sure that we got it right. So I've got a picture of what it should look like. Would you guys like to revisit your work?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna need a cup
That was the best untapped
But-
resource.
that's the right size. Catch.
It made our life so much easier.
All right.
That's why the lid's
And I've got a teaspoon. I just gave you the whole thing. Teaspoon. So you'll have the right amount of green beans. Oh, sorry. And I'm gonna bring my picture by and show it to you guys. So now because we didn't use our resources and we did it wrong the first time, you've got to empty the beans, separate the beans by color, and start over. So start separating your beans. It's like separating raw
We need more separation.
Here, I'm gonna go ask for the picture.
We could be like,
Start separated.
could we ask and say, hey, we need more,
I'm getting the
green
picture.
now, she said we
I
need
gotta
to
find my phone first.
This is nice little.
yeah. separate.
Like, this is gonna take a lot.
Oh, the green one's in here?
Like some.
Yeah.
Because they're like.
Like I'm doing panties.
right?
Walking out the white.
Separated? Nope. I don't. Thank you for asking, though. I left my picture in the car.
I feel like I'm doing a puzzle or something.
Did she show you the picture yet?
No, not yet.
Hey, look at the picture.
Okay, so we're gonna be flexible and adaptable. I left my picture in the car, but I do have instructions for you.
Okay.
The green beans should go at the very bottom of the cup. The next layer, the next layer should be black. Then pinto, then black. Then black.
What did you say? She said, here she said it like this. Greens, black beans, lentil, and then black again. Okay. So it's like this.
So, pinto then lentil, right?
Pinto, then lentil. Yeah, it's this order. I'm trying to separate the green one. Do you have enough green?
I just need 1 teaspoon.
One more?
Yeah,
That's
just
it?
1 teaspoon.
Here, I got some.
Hey, black are good. Black is good. No, almost. Just ask me.
I got green here.
Hi. Is this like sorting panties and bras? Yes.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
Actually, let's.
Are the no-shows
doing
with
panty
Bonnie Lynn
drawers.
Victoria? Are they in very sexy push-up area? Where do those no-shows go?
How did this happen?
Where do the B streets go?
Does this look pretty green?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't have any pinto beans.
Oh, sorry.
It looks pretty green.
Sorry, thank you.
The black eyed, that's what Are they all green?
There's no pintos. It's black-eyed peas.
Green first, right?
Thank you, Tina, for asking a clarifying question.
Thank you, Tina.
Somebody knows their beans.
I know, and I do like black eyed.
The only thing I can get. No, so green, then what?
Green, black.
Black.
Green, black, all the black. Black eyed peas, and then lentils, and then black on top.
Okay, we gotta hold on. We gotta get the greens out of here.
And then we can do black.
Absolutely. I'm happy to answer questions. I love efficiency. It's great.
Star directly across from each other and like four corners kind of effect on the lid. Okay, good catch. Thank you so much for asking.
I have a question here.
Where it wedges into.
Do you have any more supplies to make the things more decorative?
I really wanted to be like here, one of each color. Yeah. Okay. Well, wait, you have five colors, so don't use the blue. Don't use the blue. Okay. Good call.
Black. We have 2 layers of
How are we doing? Great, thank you. Okay, are we almost done? We're having to do this twice now. Are they size? Are they
We're gonna put half the black in, because we need half the black put in, and then.
All right, I want it pointy big, y'all. Gotta separate those panties and bras. What color is that?
Lentils are the toughest.
You guys are very diligent. I love the teamwork I'm seeing.
I don't know. It's a reject. Let's not use it. It's not on the list.
Damage it out, damage it out.
The right color.
It's a defect. What's their question?
I don't know.
We ask it first.
Exactly how I want them.
After black.
Okay, so it's green on the bottom, then black, then black eyed
pea.
then lentil, and then black.
We're not done.
Wait, are we?
The black goes on top. There's 2 layers of black.
And then the lentil goes next, and then the black on top.
Lentil next.
How do we know when to do my next one?
Great. Okay, so hold tight. Give us
That looks pretty.
Looks good.
You know what?
Beautiful.
I'm gonna just give you some feedback. I love the layers of color. It's exactly what I asked for, thank you.
Okay, good.
But we're gonna go over your whole project in just a minute, okay?
Doesn't always mean that you have all the details.
I'd like to make an observation that their recorder has jumped in to help.
Oh, okay, so they're using all the resources available to them in their group. That's good. You don't mess around.
Green, we don't need these anymore, so those you can just put in the baggie, I think, because we don't need those.
So maybe it's clear on
They're in here.
But now look how pretty it looks.
I'm not good. It was just frustrating.
Okay, sorry.
That was a good correlation.
Thank you. There's another one you're gonna get in a second.
I'm sure. Keep the learning coming.
We have another team that's
This is
done.
what I did with my day off yesterday. You're done? Team 2! Fantastic. Let me see if I can give you some feedback. Exactly what I asked for in terms of the color. I can see everything. It's wonderful. Only team that asked me that.
Reward what you want repeated.
We shall see. How are we doing, guys?
Still going at it.
Do we have the most efficient person doing the right task? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Sure, let's keep sorting. Yeah, we just need the length. The green one in the block. I think the black's gonna fill the. Yeah.
We have to finish right.
I think we probably should have done heaping teaspoons, and that's the question we didn't ask. We should have done heaping teaspoons, but we didn't ask that question in the green. I'd like to go back. That would be what my feedback would be.
Did it say at least 5? Or
It said 5.
5.
It said use 5, but we didn't ask if it was heaping teaspoons or regular
You guys have any
teaspoons.
leftover green beans? You do? I actually do.
Yeah, I do.
Well, we have.
You want? No, I'm curious.
We put a bag in it.
We had less than everyone, or we had the same?
We all had the same. Yeah.
I felt like I was so close off the
But if we cooked, we would have noticed.
I do cook though.
Exactly.
That's why I looked at it. I'm glad I wasn't wrong. I cook, I just was glad I wasn't.
Yeah, they have a second.
How are we doing? Okay, are we ready? You guys good? Okay, so let's bring it back together. All right, so this team finished first, okay? This one was second, and then of course you guys are third. Doesn't really matter as long as you finish it within your allotted time, right? We did overspend in payroll. Why did we overspend in payroll?
Because we had to redo it.
They took too long, you're saying? That's okay. That's okay. They might have learners or less skilled teammates, but they were focused on getting it right? But how much payroll did we waste? Because we had to redo it,
So much paper.
right? And how relative is that to when we do something wrong, we've got to go sort all the crazy candies and bras by size, by color, right? What were you gonna say?
Well, I noticed that when I was recording the team, the first time it took us only 2 minutes and 36 seconds, and then we were doing it fast because we wanted to go ahead and get the activity done. And then the third time, it took us 5 minutes and 58 seconds. So we just wasted payroll. It was very frustrating. It was very messy because they were all trying to go ahead and clean up the mess that we did the first time that we had to fix. So,
Right.
I mean, it was just a waste of time.
Right.
Where we could really sell bras and credit.
Exactly, thank you.
But we were efficient though, because we all chose a colored bean and we all collected our beans.
All right, so that's a good way. So that would be a great best practice that you could share with some peers, right? So like if you think about how we share feedback with each other every week on our calls, you guys share best practices. You know, there's sometimes when you're winning and your teammates don't know why you're winning, and you might think it's easy and simple, like picking one person to sort the beans. That's a simple thing, but maybe they didn't think about it. I don't know. So you guys, I think you do things sometimes intuitively and don't always share. So that's a great learn, right, of how we can help our teammates win. So there's one other little piece that I want to share. This team was kind of brilliant in a way. So they called me over and they asked me some additional questions that the other teams didn't ask. They said, hey, Sean, how do you want the lid decorated? And so I told them. So guys, you want to show how the lid should be decorated? Because they had a very specific brand guide. There should be like kind of 4 points.
Without using the blue star.
Yeah, I didn't want you to use the blue. I wanted you to use the green, the yellow, the red, and what am I missing? Gold. Silver, sorry. And I wanted it in a very specific place. So, not that y'all's is wrong, but that wasn't the brand guide, right?
We were being creative.
You were being creative. But here's the other correlation that I would ask you to draw. So as a brand, we have to replicate it across 1,000+ stores, right? And how important is consistency as we replicate across the chain? Pretty important, right? Because a customer would go into your store and they would get this experience. And then they'd go into your store and get this experience, and then they'd go over here and get this one. So I'm not getting the same experience or even the same product. So if I put each of these 3 things on the market to sell today, they're all different. So I can't replicate that, right? So great job for getting the final missing link and asking that question. Good work. Yours is perfect.
So we won.
One person just wants to win. There's no money. I'm just telling you.
There's no payroll
Saved a little bit. You did. So it's not that yours is wrong. It's just the details aren't there.
The first go around we did finish first.
Yeah.
And we're like, yes, we're done first. But then the second time we did get it to the expectation and we came in second. So
Right.
That was nice to see that we did get it correct.
So I can flip this, like my thinking from another way
Yes.
is so thinking about how we give direction.
Absolutely.
So that would be one of the things too, because I think, did my directions give them all the details that they needed, or did they
Yes.
not? So that's another thing I'm thinking, like, okay, how clear are our directions?
Yeah.
You're not just giving it out.
You're exactly right. So that would, I think I must have paid you on the side somewhere. Because that's the other thing, guys. So like we've got to think about, do we assume that they know? Do we assume that they understand all the tools they have available? Do we assume that they're going to filter their decisions the right way? Or do we take 5 minutes? I mean, this whole thing took you 5 minutes to redo, right? So if we had just stopped for 5 minutes and said, what's our strategy? Let's talk about your tools. Let's look at what the expected outcome is supposed to be. We would have probably all done it right the first time. And then don't be afraid to ask questions. Leverage each other. So yes, I could have done a better job giving you instructions. I could have said to you, so we're gonna take out the cup. The cup I gave you is too big. It's not gonna fill it. You're gonna need to ask me for a smaller cup because I have it. I gave you a tablespoon, but you really need a teaspoon. I have it when you're ready for it. I want the beans layered in this exact order, and here's what I want the lid to look like. But I didn't. So, great correlation. So, what are your thoughts?
I was just thinking, as you were saying that too, just one extra side note, like Tina was saying, just the thought I had was how comfortable do our leaders feel in asking questions? Because the only reason we didn't think to ask a question was we didn't think it was an option for some reason. So how do they feel? Do they feel really comfortable and coming to ask no matter what the question is about it. You know, like, it makes me think, we were having a good conversation this morning in the car, so are they really comfortable, and, you know, how do they filter the information?
Well, and do we try to help them with that and pull it out? Hey, what questions do you have? Let's walk through it together. And I'm gonna take you back to something that I shared a few minutes ago. You guys have to remember, that doesn't come from a bad place. That comes from a place of personal pride in your work. That's a great thing. But sometimes because we have pride, we don't say, hey, can you walk through this with me? Let's just make sure I get it right the first time. Or we, as their supervisor, don't say, hey, let me ask you a couple questions because I want to make sure we're aligned on what you're going to do so that the outcome is right and it's done right the first time. And I want to make sure I'm available to support you, right? So I think there's a lot of little correlations that you can make about how we lead it, how open are we, how open do we make them feel that they can reach out to us with questions, and how far along the process do we wait before we stop in and check their work and say, you're on the right track, great job. Or, you know what, that's not really what I had envisioned. Let me help you course correct a little bit, and let me show you why I see it different. So it's just a few different little things I just would encourage you guys to think about as you look at instruction, execution, and at the end of the day, guys, we are leaders that are paid to operate at a level of excellence. We do not have payroll to do it twice. We have to get it right the first time.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Because I'm thinking right now that the first time when you give all that, what we need to do, the direction, you give their directions, and you see that we start doing it wrong. But us as a leader, we didn't prevent that. I mean, you see that maybe in the middle of this whole task, you can say, you know what, let's stop right now and make it get the directions, because it's not going in that direction. So us as a leader, we can prevent that too when we see our team, they are doing the project, the brand guy, they are almost in the middle, but we know that it's wrong and we don't do nothing about it.
Right.
As a leader.
Right, and we don't make a point to go check and say, you know what, I just want to make sure, because it doesn't feel good to do it and do it wrong. Like you guys all said to me, that really sucks. We gotta sit here and sort these beans. And it does. Nobody wants to undo all the work they just did to have to start over, right? That doesn't feel good to anybody. So as a leader, what I could have done to be more effective in this exercise to help you guys is checked in and said, guys, that's not really what I meant. So I think that's a great point. Great point. Yes?
I think even though, I mean, what do we learn from the first time around? You know, like we didn't ask enough questions. The second time around, we were still not asking enough questions. That's why we have different tables and different things. So to me, that was eye-opening. You know, like use your resources, keep asking. You already opened the door. We're not asking enough. That was my key to my takeaway.
That's why you got the lid correct, because you asked. Nobody else asked.
But it just said decorate the lid, so we didn't ask how to decorate it. But you know, a lot of times when I ask somebody to do something, instead of, you know, I don't feel like I'm gonna nitpick on them or whatever, so I'll ask them, I'll say, I know I talk really fast, so just so you understand what I said, repeat back what you were gonna do. I just wanna make sure you got everything because I talk fast. And then if they would give the direction back, then I can say, oh, I forgot to tell you this, or they didn't hear me.
Yep, asking somebody to repeat it back is always a great way to align, definitely. So hopefully that made you think about how we can change our direction, our touch points, and the expected outcome, and operate at a level of excellence, and maybe with a little bit of fun mixed in.
Are we platinum?
So, platinum, gold, and gold. There you go.